Welcome back, YouTube. This is Trilla with Blerdsbgaming, and we are back with Chicken Police. So the last time we were here, we went ahead and went to Bubo's, and he gave us some very interesting information. So we're gonna go ahead and start. We should be back
We
at
had to gather ourselves, take
our
a deep
office.
breath, and think over what we knew so far. What the chickens had I got myself into? What had I dragged Marty into? Moreover, what had we pulled the whole city into? This was going to be one of those cases that changed things forever. But I wasn't worried about myself. It didn't matter to me. Too many pieces had been plucked off this old rooster. But Marty's different. He's too good of a bird and too good of a cop to end up like me.
A secret twin brother? Sonny, I'm starting to feel like we're really in a detective novel. A cheap one.
Yeah, but, listen, Marty.
What is it, Boss Bird?
I think it's best if we go our separate ways.
What? Are you joking? I know you have a weak sense of humor, but there's a limit to everything.
I'm not joking, Marty.
Well, I certainly hope you are.
Whatever comes next, you don't need to be mixed up in it. You have someone to go home to.
Gosh damn it, Sonny. Can you hear yourself? What do you think? I endured all this to give up now? What do you take me for? No, pal. You're not getting rid of me so easily.
I just want you to keep your career and your life intact, you moron. Just accept it, shake my hand, and go home. Your wife, Laura's waiting for you.
One more word, Sonny, and I swear I'm gonna bash your beak in. I risked my life more than once tonight. You know why?
No. Why?
Because we're a team. We have been a team for almost a decade. I don't care what Blood Boil says or whatever's on a goddamn piece of paper. We're the Chicken Police, Sonny. And we always will be.
I'm sorry. You're right.
We're gonna go to that insane asylum and wrap this shit up fast and clean. Yeah, just like you said, even if it kills us.
Thanks, Marty. Without you, I'd most likely already be sleeping the big sleep.
Birds of a feather flock together, right?
Like you say, partner.
Let's drop this before you start crying on me, okay?
I hope not.
You almost just did.
Ah, cluck off, Marty.
That's the spirit. The Sonny I know and hate.
Okay, so we should be here for a reason, so we should try to like consolidate what we know.
What do you think, Marty?
What? You care what I think? You must have hit your head pretty bad.
Stop fooling around, Marty. I'm serious. So what do you think? About everything?
Well, I think we're in deep shit. But to be honest, Ibn Wessler is in deeper shit.
Do you think he really murdered his brother? But why? And what does it have to do with Natasha and the threats?
Doesn't add up yet. Something's missing. Let's visit the institution and try to find out what we can about this Albert Wessler fella.
Exactly. If he's the dead body, we've got to know what the motive was. If we can't, and if he's still alive, we gotta ask him directly.
And what do you think, Sonny?
I think Ibn, Albert, and Natasha are the three key players in this case, and that all of it has something to do with the brothel.
And the fact that Natasha used to be a... courtesan?
Yeah, that too.
Listen, Sonny, about Molly.
Oh, just forget it, Marty, okay? She's not part of my life anymore, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Forget it. Let's concentrate on the case, and on making it out alive, and helping Natasha, too.
Whatever you say, Boss Bird. So you think Natasha's really in danger?
It could be, or she could even be behind everything.
No, you don't believe that.
I'm not sure what I believe, Marty. Let's see. Things got mixed up at the brothel.
Okay, so it's time to investigate. Who am I not interested in right now? I'm not interested in Bubo, Zavas, Not really interested in Zip or Natasha. I'm gonna start with Ibn. And a corpse with a wristband. Deborah is dead. Molly's name. Wessler's twin. Natasha's secret. Either a corpse with a wristband or Wessler's twin. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm not sure. Okay, let's try this one. But not now. Interesting. So, and unfortunately you can't replace or move. Okay. Natasha's secret. Okay. Let's see. Things got mixed up at the brothel. Natasha was a courtesan before, and Ibn tried to keep that a secret. Ibn found out that Natasha was a secret spy of Zavas all that time. Now that would be an interesting twist. Natasha worked at the brothel, and Zavas wanted to keep that secret because she is with Ibn. Natasha was the secret lover of Zip, and Ibn knows that. Another really juicy twist. I'm gonna go with the first one.
Natasha used to work there, that's obvious. And Ibn wanted to keep that a secret.
I can't remember what he told us was how he actually met Natasha. Because he might have told us that he met her at the brothel. I can't remember, but I don't think he did. Anyway, let's move on.
Who could it belong to?
A secret, it seems, somebody else had to pay for. Okay, Zip killed someone to keep this secret on Ibn Wessler's orders. I don't think Zip did it. The wristband is the key and the evidence that Zip killed someone because of Natasha's secret. Zip stole the wristband from Ibn Wessler. Zip dealt with the body and kept the wristband to himself.
Somebody died for that secret. Zip hid the body, but he kept the wristband.
Okay, so corpse with the wristband was not it. Okay. But who could it belong to? Somebody from the royal family. Ibn Wessler was just a puppet of Zavas all along. The dead body was Ibn Wessler himself. But then who was the real killer? I personally think it's B. There is no dead body. The whole thing was just a hoax, and Zip is behind all of this charade. Albert Wessler, the resident of the insane asylum. I'm gonna go with B. I'm sorry. I think the dead body was Ibn Wessler himself. And I think that Albert is the one who killed him. I mean, no? Okay, I guess not. I guess not. I guess that's... Let's, I kind of want to hit it again. Like, why did they just reject? Okay, we're just going to go with
The
A.
dead body was almost certainly Albert Wessler, a resident of an insane asylum. But why did he have to die?
I don't know. I don't buy it, but we'll see. Because Ibn is acting too suspicious. So let's see.
So where exactly is this place?
A few hours' drive from here, in the middle of nowhere. It's a creepy old mansion, of course.
You think it's a good idea to go there? What if it's a trap?
I told you, you can still go back.
Oh, wouldn't you love that? No such luck, boss. If I get killed or locked up forever in an insane asylum, that's gonna be on you.
Thanks, pal. I deserved that.
So what do you think happened to the corpse?
Probably been eaten. Horrible to think about, but even if half of what they say about the hive is true, starvation, riots, arson, predation.
You're telling me. Makes my feathers stand on end when I think about what goes on in there. And we pretend we don't know about it. As if Roachtown isn't even part of Clawville.
This won't end well. I'm afraid soon Clawville's gonna burn once again. And because of its own foolishness.
Well, that's if another meat war doesn't break out first. Because then, the whole wilderness will burn.
Lovely prospect, eh?
Either way, it was a damn clever move for Wessler to hide the body in Roachtown.
It's the only place no one will ever find it.
Like the belly of a burning ship.
Oh, I think that was an intentional red herring.
Sounds about right. You still trust her?
I never trusted her, Marty.
I mean, you believe her?
I'm sure she was honestly afraid. People don't fake it that easy. But I can understand why she didn't tell us about her former profession.
Or how she knows Molly.
Yeah, that too. And the death of Deborah complicated things even more.
Hey, Sonny, she didn't seduce you, right? I mean, Natasha.
Ah, don't be stupid, Monty. My old ticker hasn't been beating for a long time. Not that way, anyway.
Yeah, all right, boss. Who'd have thought? I believed that little rat. I thought he'd changed. Idiot.
There's a point when it's too late to change, Marty. His past caught up with him. Whatever he did since then doesn't matter.
Not much.
Exactly. And that's the case with us, too. That's why I won't back down. Even though a voice in my head is screaming right now, leave it all to hell and have another drink.
Maybe we should do that.
Maybe we should.
Okay. By this time, what time is it? Have they had any sleep or anything? Hey, we'll continue.
Okay, so the picture is more or less clear. Ibn's got his brother killed because he learned Natasha worked in a brothel.
No, that could be the case, but I believe the roots go deeper than that.
Which we'd only learn if we talked to him. I mean, if the corpse isn't him, because then we'd need a medium.
Which would be exciting, but maybe it's enough if we ask the doctor who treated him.
That too, yeah. But where's the fun in that?
Okay. So, I believe we have a new... Well, we don't have a new clue. I think we have a new codex, but I don't know. I thought I had something else here. Okay, so... Oh, we had a new location. Okay, so the meat war. I believe that I actually read this, but just in case I didn't, the Great Meat War was the biggest and most bloody conflict in the known history of the wilderness, ranging from 822 to 849. In the beginning, it only affected Altera, the two-headed continent, but in its later years, it spread to 12 colonial provinces, including all of Clawville's 4 colonies. During the Meat War, about 80 to 90 million animals died, and after the war, 27 species were declared extinct. Wow. So we now have the Insane Asylum, a mental institute with a ridiculously long name and a ridiculously long history. According to the pictures, it looks just like the castle of the vampire bats in those cheap horror movies. And it doesn't look like we can travel anywhere yet. So let's talk to Marty one more time.
Okay, so the picture is more or less clear. Ibn's got his brother.
No, that's the same dialogue, so there's something else.
It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighborhood.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure, you could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place too. Has a similar stink.
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised?
When all of this is over, I'm gonna go on that long journey.
You know, I thought about it multiple times that you might be Meredith H. Marble.
We've met her on a number of occasions, Marty. Remember? Her real name is Susie.
Maybe Susie's just an actress you hired.
You've read too much of that cheap garbage, Marty. There's no conspiracy theory. Susie's just a money-hungry little dame who made a fortune off of us. That's all.
Yeah, you're disappointing.
I know. A stack of papers. Just looking at them makes me think of Monica.
Okay, so I am like remembering something. We did have the phone number to the asylum. And yes, I kind of remember it, but it was really easy to remember. It's 966.
Hello. You've called the Therapy Peace Forever Mental Institution for Ill and Damaged Minds. What can I do for you, sir? Or madam?
Well, I'd like to inquire about a patient who I believe is being treated at your institution. His name is Albert Wessler.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't give out that information if you don't have the password given to relatives. Do you have one?
Unfortunately, I don't have that. I'm not a relative. I'm calling from the Clawville Police Department.
Oh, I see. In that case, officer, I'd advise you to visit our institution personally. Our director and I would be happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, miss. I guess I'll do that.
We'll welcome you with open arms, sir. Have yourself a beautiful, starlit night.
Oh, thanks. Goodbye.
See you soon.
Okay, well, she sounded really weird and kind of chipper. I even remember Lewis's number, 932. It's 555-932. I don't know why.
So,
We have to go there.
the thought gives me goosebumps.
Chicken bumps aren't good enough for you?
Ha ha ha.
He really does have just a terrible sense of humor. All right, so we should be able to go now, but it's still blocked out. So I guess there's still something we're supposed to do. I don't
Books
know.
I've never read, and most likely never will.
So, I get the couch?
It'd be better if I called Lewis. He'll open up a room for you to sleep in.
Whew, great idea.
So I guess now is the time for us to sleep. I don't know. We're gonna try it.
Hey, Lewis, it's me again.
Oh, hello, Sonny. What's up?
Were you sleeping, pal?
Me? Oh, I wasn't. Anyway, I'm always at your service.
Would you open up a room for Marty?
Naturally, Sonny.
Thanks, Lewis. I'm not even gonna say it.
I will. You owe me one. Again.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can go somewhere. So let's go.
I slept like I used to sleep years ago. Like a miner or a soldier. Empty, dead tired. Then I saw Tessa, my darling little daughter. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't recall her face. I reached out to her, but she just kept getting further and further away. Then I saw Molly. But she wasn't real. Just the ghost of a memory. I'm here, I cried. But all I heard was laughter. Not hers. Who's there? Suddenly, she appeared. Natasha. Just stood there laughing. But her eyes were cold. Then she said something. Painted red. Painted red. Painted red. That was just a dream, Sonny. Nothing more. I looked at Marty and I saw the same thing in his eyes as he probably saw in mine. It's time to hit the brakes, to turn back, go home and forget about all of this. Of course, I stepped on the gas instead. Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything good, but this...
Ooh, just like a horror movie.
I was thinking the same.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Let's hope so.
Okay. So here we are. Interesting. So let's go with our codex first. Still don't even, I didn't see what we got. I just know we got something. This does not sound pleasant. Ah, we got a new nurse. Okay, so Miranda the nurse. She's a giraffe, female, full of life, full of hope, full of almost everything. And she is a big fan of us, unfortunately. Okay, good to know.
We should check in first. We should go to reception first. Let them know we're here.
This guy seems strangely familiar to me.
You don't say. You've been treated here too. That would explain a lot.
Oh, don't be stupid. I'm serious. Take a closer look.
No.
Well?
No, it can't be. Are you telling me it's him? M.B. Davis himself?
I'm sure of it, pal.
Oh, the
Seems
jazz
the
player.
gossip was true. The eternal king of jazz in a madhouse.
Oh, no. The poor devil.
He's the one that's up on his wall in his office. Okay, what else we got?
Even if you manage to escape, there's nothing but hills and forests for 100 miles.
Imagine how many poor lunatic ghosts must haunt those woods.
Ooh, Sonny, you're creeping me out.
This picture.
It's very...
special?
It is a little weird. Yeah, it's a little weird. I'm assuming that's the Fox King. Yeah, okay. All right, let's go ahead and talk to Miranda. Let's look at her first.
like an angel from heaven, isn't she?
Yeah, half of her's still up there, I think.
That's rude.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Of all the great wild ones.
Greetings, miss.
Is it really you?
Well, yes.
Yes, it really is you. The Chicken Police.
I'm afraid so.
Of all that's furry and plumy, that's fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Miss, we'd like to ask...
Please, don't be scared. I'm just really excited. You know, I've read every book about you and your adventures, and I even collected newspaper articles when I was a little girl.
Indeed.
You can't imagine what an honor it is to meet you in person.
We really...
Oh God, oh God, oh God. Take a deep breath, Miranda. Take a deep breath.
Are you okay, miss?
Yes, I am. I just needed some air. So, dear detectives, Santino and Martin, what can I do for you?
Well, miss, we have some questions, if you don't mind.
I'd love to answer all of your questions, detectives.
Okay. Well, hopefully, like, that kind of hero worship will be to our advantage. Okay, an overly nice nurse we met behind the desk of the asylum. Her name is Miranda, and she's an embarrassingly huge fan of the Police. I should say so, yes. And so now we can actually question her.
Say, miss, what can you tell us about this place?
Our institution was standing even before the Great Meat War, and during the war, it was transformed into a military hospital. Since then, we're relentlessly working on treating injured minds under the leadership of Dr. Quetzal, the famous specialist.
The place seems pretty empty. Do many people work here?
We have 32 residents and 7 nurses, including me. We also have a 3-person maintenance and cleaning staff, and, of course, the heart and soul of our institution, Dr. Quetzal himself.
I see. Now, this Dr. Quetzal, is he the director here?
Exactly. Director, scientist, researcher, patron, and doctor. And even a friend.
Quite a guy.
He certainly is.
Okay, so let's ask a little bit more about him.
So who is this Dr. Quetzal exactly?
He's a world-famous researcher of the mind, Mr. Featherland. He published countless books in the fields of psychology and psychotherapy.
Psycho... what?
Unraveling the mind. It's the most crucial mission of the century, Mr. McChicken.
That's really good to know.
So this doctor's some celebrity, right? Does he usually meet other important persons?
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Well, like Mr. Hobart Wessler, for example.
Ah, yes. That's something you should ask the doctor himself, but unfortunately, I don't think he has time right now.
He's swamped, is he?
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. He is very, very, very busy. All the time.
I thought so.
Okay. Let's ask about the wristband.
What can you say about this, miss? Have you seen anything like it?
Of course. Our residents wear these for identification. But how did you come by it? They only wear them inside the institution.
Huh. I see.
The wristband does belong to one of our residents. But I'm afraid I'm not allowed to tell you more due to regulations.
Oh, come on, Miranda. It's us, the Chicken Police.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Miranda, this case is a matter of life and death. Lives are in your hands.
All right. All right. I'll do it. Albert Wessler. The patient's name is Albert Thaddeus Wessler.
Figures. Just as we thought.
Thank you, Miranda. We'll never forget this.
Please, don't make me blush. And don't tell anyone you heard it from me.
Oh, we won't. I promise.
Okay, well, let's ask a little bit about Mr. Albert Wessler.
So when can we talk to Mr. Wessler?
I need to ask Dr. Quetzal. Please wait here.
Thank you.
Well, while we wait, let's read up about the doctor. He is a snake. Sasius, I don't know how to say his name, but Quetzal, Dr. Quetzal, green tree python. Okay, he's a male. He's cold and distant, professional, and he gives me the creeps. It says the craps, but I'm assuming they mean the creeps. Okay, so let's read it. The professor is a real polyhister, scientist, writer, philosopher, and who knows what else. Okay, very educated individual.
Huh. It doesn't matter how big a star you once were. Ending up lonely and crazy in a rotting insane asylum in the middle of nowhere is like the universe restoring its balance.
That was very poetic of you, Marty. Almost deep. Careful you don't drown.
Cluck you.
Okay, so We are going to see the doctor next episode, but for right now, we're going to go ahead and end it here. And we hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.